Even though Gamescom is coming to an end, we've gotten some new 411 with both the next and current Call of Duty game to go over. There's a new playable map at Gamescom for Black Ops 4 called Arsenal, in which footage was uploaded to the official Activision YouTube channel, but they didn't pick a player to follow that makes this generic factory-looking map actually appear exciting to play and not at all like Drone 2.0. This makes 7 original maps that we know of at this point, along with 5 old maps that we know are going to be creeping back into Black Ops 4, in some cases for a 4th game with Nuketown, but that's just as many maps as Call of Duty World War II currently has, with the added Carrington, Groston House, and HQ, although those maps weren't available on launch. This wasn't the only Black Ops 4 footage uploaded to an official YouTube channel, as there was also a PC trailer that dropped that has a time to kill and crank down to an acceptable level for a Call of Duty game, which could prompt a false advertising lawsuit, along with flashcards of features that should be in every single fucking PC game, like control customizations, ultra-wide multi-monitor support, 4K resolution, and uncapped frame rates. But of course, they embarrassingly put both 16:9 aspect ratio footage alongside 21:9 widescreen aspect ratio footage in the same fucking video, so that's why some scenes have horizontal black bars at the top and bottom, and others do not. They also had to sneak in some footage of a red dot sniper as a big fuck you to the PC Master Racists. Don't pat yourselves on the back too hard, guys. You might break your spine. The next new information that we'll be getting about Black Ops 4's multiplayer will be at the eSports reveal stream on September 19th, with the first eSports event for Black Ops 4 already scheduled in Vegas from December 7th to the 9th, which is about 2 months after launch. Totally enough time to learn the meta for a brand new game, right? Treyarch also did a post-mortem of the Black Ops 4 multiplayer beta with changes that they're going to make for the full launch of the game. The Fog of War is being changed to the line of sight cone, with the Team Link perk being upgraded to the 360 circle that kills flanking, which is a good start but still needs additional tweaking. They're taking the feedback of the supercalifragilisticexpial atrocious menu system for consoles to have an option for the D-pad, because why fix something that wasn't broken? Also, the TAC deploy beacon is getting nerfed in terms of duration and the amount of spawns per beacon, as well as having the spawn radius being spread out so that this way people aren't on top of each other just like a giant orgy. Lastly, in terms of changes, the highly controversial armor gear is getting tweaked such that explosive shred armor, which was actually a bug during the beta, reducing the protection bonus, as well as experimenting with other solutions, some of which I mentioned in my Black Ops 4 beta review video. But given the fact that you get an extra 25 points for killing an armored user tells you it's overpowered as fuck, even if it's not the most used piece of gear. I didn't use it on principle, for instance, and I'm sure a lot of other people did the same. Unfortunately, the two biggest issues with the game, the starting health with the long time to kill and the specialists getting annoying equipment, as well as kill streaks on a cooldown, aren't being altered, so I can't see the game being all that much different than what we played during the beta, which is why I always call it a demo. We did get some info for the Blackout mode, including the beta start date on September 10th for PlayStation, because Sony and Activision are both spelt with $signs, with the Xbox and PC versions on September 14th, with an open beta on the PC version starting on September 15th. There's also an interview with PC Gamer magazine about the mode, with some shade thrown at Battlefield. It seems that the line about vehicles in Blackout, quote, "It isn't like you're driving a tank trying to fight against a dude with a scavenged submachine gun." They also talk about the design of the map sort of being a patchwork quilt, yet the iconic areas will be built seamlessly together, as well as indicating that both Nuketown and Firing Squad will be there. What's that? You don't remember Firing Squad either? I'm pretty sure they're talking about Firing Range, the map from the original Black Ops game, which is now confirmed that wasn't in the teaser released alongside the multiplayer beta trailer. Treyarch also confirmed their commitment to 60 FPS in the Blackout mode, although, quote, "There's always circumstances when it'll dip down," as if, Ja Rule, it ain't even a question, considering that Call of Duty World War II can't even make 40 players in a headquarters without weapons firing and other beepity bops going on at the same time. Vaughn also teased an invitational for the Blackout mode, similar to what PUBG has done for their game, before deleting said tweet, which was probably tongue-in-cheek anyways, but you know how Call of Duty fanboys that constantly rag on the game but yet play it incessantly would take a focus on the esports instead of the pub side of things. Lastly, in Blackout mode, there were leaks that actually have the word invitational in the middle. So much for letting the cat out of the bag there, Vaughn, but it also has a starting player count of 20 and a max of 100 with code snippets of method calls for a parachuting mechanic, which is different than the Mario-esque spawn into the map via a pipe that's currently in the Battle Royale mode for Call of Duty Online. There's also snippets of code for what looks like some of the multiplayer map names at Silo, Warzone, and Frenetic, along with a bot fill option, which is probably for private matches. Now onto the current Call of Duty game with World War II. The trailer for the 4th and final DLC installment, Shadow War, was released to the official Call of Duty YouTube channel, which I'll make fun of when it drops on August 28th, with a patch that will contain a new division and basic training, so be on the lookout for that on Tuesday. However, there was a piece at the end that caught my attention: the Party Up map access feature. Stealing a page from Battlefield 1's premium friends, even plebs that didn't throw down money for instant gratification maps that don't age well beyond the game's life cycle, can now get access to the last DLC installment if they're in a party with someone that has the season pass. This offer is good for 2 months until October 28th, or if Activision decides to pull the plug on the experiment, which pretty much means it's only good for a month and a half until October 12th when Black Ops 4 comes out on the PlayStation, or it's only good for 3 weeks with the Xbox and PC DLC coming out a month later. Is this a preview of what's to come, though, with the upcoming Black Ops Pass for Black Ops 4? I mean, it's only slightly more consumer-friendly than in previous years, but segregating the community from money is old hat now. However, greedy companies will be greedy. What do you think about the new info for Black Ops 4 and the Party Up map access? I've been the Schwantz27, out like a paltry 3 games for Urban Meyer. Until next time.